Welcome guys, this is Edwin, and today I'm going to show you how to disassemble a production Emerson knife. In this case, a production knife running on washers. We'll probably do different videos for the bally songs and the flippers and stuff like that are running with bearings. But 90% of the Emersons are running on washers, and this should help on how to disassemble it, okay? This is the Carnivore model with rich light handles, and yeah, I love the lines of this knife. It's basically a steak knife. If you want that feel of Emerson on a steak knife, it's a great one, okay? Well, let's start with this. What do you need? It's very simple, and one of the reasons that I really like Emersons. In every kitchen that you have that messy drawer with tons of junk in it, just grab whatever screwdrivers you find, and that will work, okay? That will work. Very simple. No, but in reality, just some Phillips screwdrivers and a flat screwdriver. That's it. And sometimes on Fridays when I arrive home, I just use my little Swiss Army knife and I disassemble the knife, okay? So very simple. So let's start. Let me use this one. And the first thing first is taking out that clip, because that clip obviously screw in the liner. And I usually do this on Fridays or Saturdays morning as a therapy. I just pick some knife that I've been using a lot, and I just do that. And now I'm going to take out these Phillips screws. The one thing is that the pivot is that flat screw, right? I will try to release this, guys. Make sure you keep that when you're torquing that screwdriver. Make sure you keep it straight. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward, guys. Okay, I think I released this a little bit. Let's see, this one has standoffs. Older models will have G10 back spacers. And now be careful when you are removing this. There will be some pressure from that lock, so you will feel that. It's okay. There's no rush on this. Just relax. Take a sip of scotch or whiskey, if it's not ever in the morning, of course. And I think I got this for the most part. Let me make sure I release these other ones. You hear something in the background. It's my doggy. Okay, I released that. That's the scale with the liner on the lock. Right? This is a signature series, so you will see that Emerson signature in that blade. This is a watcher. One thing, when I started doing disassemble of knife, not only on Emerson but other Emersons, I will always take pictures of the different stages just in case there was something off, if there's some screw that is different or some washer is not the same size. In this case, it's all the same size. Take out that, and and that's it. Let's go here. Just remove that. Just punch there. I don't know if I'll be able to put everything on frame here, but standoff off. Let me take this one off too. Sure you keep track of all those groups and standoff. And my dog is in the background, so you hear her chilling. That's her, not me. Not me. The next standoff. And again, I'm just going and removing all those. In this case, because I know all Emerson use the same hardware, so I'm not worried about, oh, this go here or this go there, or you know, this is a different size or not. And that's it. This is your stainless steel. You put where this, hit this way. Boom. Ready. And if you need to wash this, this is clean, you know. But for the most part, I use water and Dawn soap, put it in one of those containers and just brush it really well with a toothbrush, everything, the G10, the Richlight or Micarta, and then let it dry in a paper towel or so for a few hours, and then come back and assemble it back. And okay, now we are going to assemble it back. And obviously, when I was talking about you use water and Dawn and soap to clean this up, obviously rinse it out, right? And then put it in the paper towel and let it dry. Rinse all that soap out, everything out, and then let it dry. Okay, so to assemble it, I usually like to start with this side of the knife. So what I do is that, let me move this on the side, move the blade on the side, is that I will start with the construction of the you know, side of the liner, and I will put the standoffs in this side. And again, this is my way of doing it. You know, there might be some professional way of doing all this stuff, but this is what I do. I put those, you know, just at then, and then I just roll that standoff there. Let me see if I can do this in camera. I'm in camera there? Yeah, okay. And then pick the next screw, cross it there, through that. And again, same thing. Put that standoff, screw that standoff there, and then what that will help me is that I don't need to worry too much. You know, that those standoffs are there, put in place. I don't need to worry too much about lining that up. Or, hey, did I forgot about that or not, you know? One standoff flying around. Perfect. Now, looks like that. I will take that pivot portion that you see is like a D shape. You can see that, but it will go basically like that, right? And you just wiggle it there, put a little bit of pressure. You saw that? No need to be too careful. These are tools. And it's there. Now, it's looking like that. At this moment, you know, I will put that blade stop right here. At this moment, if you want to, you can put some drops of oil. And I use this Tough Glide from, I think I got this in Blade HQ. It was really cheap for Black Friday. And this should last you forever, man. Actually, for these models, the new models of Emerson's, I don't use any oil. They run very nice. But if you feel you want to put some drop of oils on it, usually what I do is that I'll put one drop in there. Then you put one of the washers back and another drop in there, and the same thing for the other side. Okay, I'll let you know when I do that. Now remember, I put that washer. I'm not putting oil. This knife runs really well. I don't need oil. And now I'm putting that blade and I'm putting a little bit of pressure there. And at this moment, if you want to put oil, you can do that. The next washer go there, right? And a little bit of oil on top if you want. And that's it. Guys, we're almost done here. Now we'll take the next liner. I'm still putting pressure down. I want to make sure that liner line up right there, right? And we'll take that scale and set it up right there as well. Now I'm still putting pressure. I will put that pivot screw and actually screw that a little bit. Not a little bit, I will screw it there. I will screw it there. Be careful, no need to rush it. So, you know, it's all therapy session, slow. And now that I have that screw a little bit tight, I can focus on lining this up here, right? It might be like that, right? I want to make sure I line that up, slow, all line up, and then put the other screws there. So making sure it's lined up. I think that's lined up, so I'm going to start putting this. Make sure it's lined up there. I'm just tightening a little bit until everything else is in place, until I can feel everything else is in place, right? Hoping I'm still in frame, right? And now that I think everything is in place, I'm going to tighten this up. I'm going to tighten this ones up that I did by hand, right? Another thing, notice I'm not concerned about this coming loose. I never had that experience, you know. So I don't put any Loctite on this. It's so good. I'm just making sure that everything is straight. Okay, everything looks good there. Everything looks good. And now that I tie this up, and it's very, very tight, I cannot open that. I'm going to release that pivot screw and look that it's center. That will be my focus before we put the clip. Okay, now this is perfectly centered, at least in my eyes. I need to check it out later after we're off camera, and I'll try the action. Oh yes, great. Oh yeah, this is back. It feels great. Love it. Now we're ready to put the clip. And again, just keep it simple. One at a time, no rush. Keep that straight. Keep that screwdriver straight. And usually with clips, what I do as well, that we did on the back portion of the standoff, is that I don't tie it all the way down while I'm setting up the clip, all the other screws of the clip. I just go slowly. Oh man. And now that I feel we are ready and everything is lined up, now I tied it. You know, I put a little bit of pressure there, boom, and keep that straight, boom, and that's it. Perfect clip and perfect action. Ooh, it's great. And that's how you disassemble an Emerson knife with watchers. If you have any question, hey, send me a comment or contact me on Instagram or, you know, in the forums and stuff like that, okay? Calo PR. And, sorry, I'm drinking some coffee. And, you know, and yeah, just like you see, this is actually really good. And I'm not using oil or anything like that, okay? But, you know, if you want and you feel that OCD kicking in, hey, I suggest Tough Glide. I have used this in some of the, I don't know, some of the older models, or actually I use some oil when we have bearings. And, you know, it works great to me. Okay? Well, thank you for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.